who here 2 billion or GD 800 million what in it or transfer what in Sika no betino nebi about 700 million. Does it make sense? Why don't you then cut off some and let the ECG for no mere competent, train them and get the money directly without using any middleman.
Now we had the ECGs there. ECG started work.
Okay.
No more yeah,
buying way buy, Hubtel no, wa restructure. But it's going on. They say right now as we speak, I buy to me Jinapoma to me a restructure must say cash for a pricing system. As I say, Sikani Betoma Obi Enyane die.
But still Hubtel, right?
No.
It's still
Hubtel
a network. I'm coming that it's still a network operation. They said yeah Hubtel, yeah.
But sa contract now was so much sa commission I buy we review.
Nana, I'm not contract. We have a problem, and the medical establishment. Even not, for them not meeting their target is a problem. But the issue is that near here a new strategy to deal with the loopholes now. ECG
and the loopholes,
and it's been over years since 2007.
Akokwa, we are educating people.
Yeah.
First off, from Besemi Busanam de ba for manko for tiasi. Where be a company? Sikane what say obitiani direct. Here, Emrebi. Na institutions bi wo ho a te say universities no ko tua school fees a ko ho direct no ko tua makashia echiro mu
ebi okra no mate bi edi
omu so mu disika even at the senior high school. Do you know what they did? Omo say instead say wo disika no be bre yen direct no ko tua no bank utua no bank yen accounts mu enti say wunya tua yen accounts mu e be reflect no problem omo yes no. There's no problem because Ken West and Nasa for a new margin say, and a MBA another company, no students in Chia, no money or mukas because you need the money. So a very simple. I buy ECG for no ususu say omunjisi kanina. Ususu say a B bokrono.
Yeah.
Into what you do? Restructure the payment system. Say aban sikanie we accounts nie enti we ni de men kotua cash ma ECG for nemom kotua ema bank utua ekọ ECG accounts mu directly ebia what Bank of Ghana. In that case you no need a middleman na utua sikane mana sikane mu ni so no wasa tene ntobo no wie na wo say transfer mo wasa twane ntobo eno na Hubtel issue no we were complaining and who brought it? Nana Jantuah, Dr. Bawumia, Kenofriata, they agreed upon it. And that is why I read say we have.
Nana, I'm not disputing that fact.
Emrebi na yekosia except for omo yankrofo a eba energy a oma ben pa. Omo fan semtrofo bebre ene yekosia wo Kwame Nkrumah Shapo mu. Ena ni edidi nkoma na sa Hubtel issue yi ebaye. Eno mu kire se ECG a ewo ho na agigi ni sika no MPP aban bae no o realize say ECG ntimi ngigi sika eno bi no mu de PDS bae a amfa no enti a kire no mu hu o madwen say omomfa campaign bi mra na sa campaign no emeboa ECG ngigi sika mpacho tie nie ba ku ye Hubtel no answer na obi be ma kwan se obi ade ye private ye aban adwuma no je se ya pene so se woni procurement a se ukofa private company bi se ye ade bi ma aban a se aban ana panyin no da institution na no ampene so a untimi nye enti aban na that time say Hubtel no ene betimi aboa ECG akogigi sika na obje breakdown here realize say na Hubtel ya sema ye ken aban de ba ya yewra Dr. Bawumia ko lanche ye no e wo Jubilee House no ene ne ebra Facebook na be he enti me ko ka say Nana Jantuah ne Dr. Bawumia ne abusafo na de Hubtel ne ba ya I am not saying say ono na de Hubtel ye ne dia ono omu na kofa buy and I say repeat enti mon kan say Dr. Bawumia nya aware say Hubtel no omu pene so say Hubtel emergency kama ECG why na di omu buy Nana Jantuah president. Dr. Bawumia went and launched it. Kenoforiata was part of it. And nobody Hubtel ne buy say emede say Hubtel ne menya middleman. Nanji sikama ECG na tie. Yesi ECG na ankasa ntimi ngi ni sika. Enti Hubtel ne emesem finfin gi sika. Na Hubtel gi sika na wate ne commission tie o. Meanwhile, yesi na wo say ECG busumi bia no anya bi omungi 2 billion pacho muntie because asa menya ka menka biem. Yesi ECG according to data no e wo so muji sika omungi 2 billion Ghana cedis 2 billion. But that time na ECG 40 million be 600 million and I say 800 million. It is still na no nkoyi. Enti na ban percent company bi baba buama ECG omugigi sika na enko 2 billion otie. Anom dey Hubtel buy. Hubtel ne buy obegi sika no. Emranim ne contract no omutro say Hubtel gigi sika na yeye kotu electricity a enye ECG na begi o Hubtel. Na Hubtel dia no ate ne commission tie o sika na eswa no Hubtel sa gigi a no asa ate ne commission. Ote ne commission wi a Hubtel edi sika na Ghana for tua man no eda ne bank na Hubtel say transfer sika na wati ne commission na wie say koma ECG account ma Hubtel besa charge omu commission in she riot fan mama sanka biem ebia wonte Hubtel na se Hubtel na me se na Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia ne Kenoforiata mu kofa ba ye at that time to make sure no the idea was say ECG phone timi ngigi sika ye enti the Hubtel ne ba ene government.org ne na se for ne ba e betimi a consolidate. In fact, let me read something for you to understand what Dr. Bawumia said about Hubtel. Nobody said Dr. Bawumia ene only Hubtel. But I insist that Dr. Bawumia Nana Akufo-Addo Kenoforiata brought in Hubtel. Omune di Hubtel buy ye. Ebe making sure say anka umeji sikama ECG. But we realized that they were shortchanging na more like a CCA and CC ECG. Because omu buy 2 billion a month was omuji free ECG no. Omentimi anjiji. Mamin Kai Winchell, Vice President Dr. Bawumia has praised indigenous company Hubtel and others for the development of Ghana.gov, a one-stop platform to enable citizens to easily access government services, simplify payment for public services. In a Facebook post after the launch, he said, I am excited that once again, we did not, brofuno. Or say, I am excited that once again, we did not, one can say, they did not. We, including him, Dr. Bawumia, did not have to go beyond our shores to develop and manage a platform to address a local challenge. Or say, afi Madam Asibiem, say dear, yen abaya Kenoforiata Bawumia, Nana Akufo-Addo no, yanko abrochre se obin develop bibi maye. Nemo say Ghana for na ye bibia, ebe boyama problem eye local no, yet me solve it. To assume me, quick. To assume me.
Or say indeed, the spirit of collaboration and innovation exhibited by the local technology companies Hubtel, Express Pay, and IT Consortium is worth commending.
Good.
Nice and Nana near Ochen say, sir, companies Hubtel, Express Pay, and IT Consortium. Omuju media omudi oma kan mo ho abomu awomudi no. Eyade a esweni. Next year, he added that at the House today, Wednesday, July 14, I launched Ghana.gov, a one-stop platform to enable citizens to easily access government services, simplify payments for public services, ensure prompt payment for the services,
simple,
and promote transparency and visibility of internally generated funds. Dubbed Ghana.gov. And can be accessible via www.ghana.gov.gh or short code *222# on any mobile phone.
Hubtel now omuji 2 muno.
Yeah.
Hubtel now omuji 2 muno.
Yeah.
Eye say omusi ECG.
Yeah.
Enti minjiji say sika no. Enti ene ye de Hubtel be shem finfin no agiji sika na e go so omunya 2 billion a month no. But Hubtel enti mi enya. The highest was 800 million. na 800 million nso munya no ma to mu commission so the way is it here
yeah
any my ECG na ngije
yeah
so the argument was that I quite santime my example bi wa ha say ye wa hai say wo di sika ba multimedia
yeah
wo di ba direct na traffic for no o ma sika no
yeah
but eduru ba bi na bia ye sempanyifo bi say oh traffic for no ntimi ngije ni akofa wo akokwa begije sika no
di wa be shemfimfi
wa be shezi nti wo ji a
no what ECG and the customers no enti wo no beje o shemfimfi ti customers no se payment or sika no a na watene de na wo de akoma ECG and the percentage was 1.95 initially na manfo can say 3%. But Hubtel bechichrim so okay they had a press conference and explained all these things. Almost release this statement and so at the buy say 3%, but 1.95%.
Right.
And the Hubtel retain the omono ekipu 0.95%. But 1% near mobile money transaction. Yes, almost send this kind of the ECG. No matter sa mobile money not 1%.
And it doesn't even make sense.
What you say? Because who sika mame ena ehun adi nyina ya kan si 1. Ya kan ehun asem nyina say sika na mame then you bring a contract in say me transfer sika na ma wonti no say me transfer electronic transaction no a mobile money na etime no so ye wo
identikra na wo so ye ni mobile money wo bra betimi a transfer go bank
that
so
is
a mobile money transaction because mobile money there wo ya obetew nti adenti na Hubtel mo dey mo account e wo bank ECG accounts nie ye nyina ye wo accounts wo bank enti say me pese obi transfer sika ma me a me dem accounts amano wa transfer sika no say the bank ye mobile money transaction bia ne akwakote me enti Hubtel no tene de 9.95 na no wasa send via mobile money na mobile money asate enti sika kakra na e wo say ECG nya no
and now say this particular thing be a issue or my and Nana me hwemu say say one a painting be a local we Ghana for be almost shares room Ghana for be mienu bi eje any one a painting bi omo take shares was adi mu then me Nana I don't speak against Ghanaian companies near there omo be wura mu say bi ombe boa ama economy na yatumi stabilize but already a Hubtel e bre ba ye dwuma be di ya ebeye ne ho se dum fukumfo and you see ECG no ane wo ho no manual things na no mo ye wo ho krono no loopholes no na e wa adwuma na mu ye kope materials aba logistics aba ye nko import mra na no ne ye ka se containers agire na omo disika no yetimi twa sika bafuosi ye de kofa no ma aba na mpanimfo wo ECG mu no wo ma che sika na di and ECG for local managers ya no more districts and no more sectors no na said ye na omusi area sika masika no hugru no Hubtel buy no we saw a bit of difference but the contract said you can contract structure na a problem said ye no musi masika ni bi as a mobile money transaction sika no mo so de kone ya asem but Hubtel buy we saw that ECG sika ko animu kakra who said na ehwie kakra at least
but they didn't, but you see the ash is that their target was 2 billion.
All right,
they did not get
target no
what they made was just 800 million.
Yes,
and they have to no crab they were not able to even achieve that 2 billion.
Yes, Nana target no I understand
now 800 million now no was out in the commission. No say transfer was out in the commission and you are there on TSA you are telling me say it is okay.
Nana, the issue is sir contract target no na wo ho no mantimi meeting is another issue which enka ECG and the government of Ghana should have been interested. Na Hubtel no ye no omudili because that is your target. When you so fast what you wajiji nyina any aside immediate Hubtel ne de me say if they would do proper investigation go into it na omo ese ye twe omo aso bia ya twe omo aso ba bia sika bia nwura ko bia omo ye de a fine but me na nke nice idea omo de buy me I don't forge that particular introduction.
No, hold on, it is like the SML deal. What can Oforia Tane abai that than here they say baby ananko metimi a restructure no ma jiju musika no no mo the company for fraba asa benye sika foforo. That was what they were doing.
Nana, you see adeba akone say this Hubtel no so what previously no mo ye SMS
GH. It's not this time. No, mobile new.
I don't have
They've been there
with Hubtel.
since 2007 and all that.
But I'm not focusing on Hubtel. What I am saying is that aban way adie bia no ye ne say se me ba na me hu se multimedia ye de sika ba obi hwia ye yi sa nipa ne free ho ne de nipa obetimi age sika na ba you don't bring another person so de sika no hwia no aba no ate wo de wo bra wo hia sika wo hia 2 billion or 800 million a wate ne de or transfer wate nti sika no obeti no na bia aba 700 million. Does it make sense? Why don't you then cut off sankrofo na bi omuntimi gigi sika ye no and let the ECG for no mere competent train them and get the money directly without using any middleman.
Now we had the ECGs there. ECG started book.
Okay.
No more you ne.
Abai we buy Hubtel no wa restructure. But it's going on. They say right now as we speak. Abai to me Jinapoma to me a restructure must say cash for a pricing system. As I say, si can be toma obi enya ne de.
But still Hubtel, right?
No.
It's still
Hubtel
a network. No, I'm coming that it's still a network operation. They said Hubtel, yeah.
But sa contract na was so much digital commission abai we review.
Nana, I'm not a contract. We have a problem, and the medical establishment. Even not for them not meeting their target is a problem. But the issue is that near here a new strategy to deal with the loopholes now ECG
and the loopholes
and it's been over years since 2007.
We are educating people. First off, from Besemi Busanam de ba for manko for tiase. Where be a company? Sikane what say obitua ne direct. Hwe emrebi. Na institutions bi wo ho a te say universities no. Ukotua school fees a uko ho direct. No ukotua makashia. Even at the senior high school, do you know what they did? Almost say, instead say what this can be brain direct no. Kochiano bank. Uchano bank a year accounts mu. And it's a winner to your accounts may be reflected. No problem. Yes, I know. There's no problem. Because Ken West and Nasa for I know my dream said, and a MBA another company. Na students in Chia no money or cash because you need the money. So very simple. Abai ECG for no ususu say omunji sikani nyina. Ususu say ebi bokro no. It's what you do. Restructure the payment system. Say abai sikanie we accounts nie. Enti we ni de menkotua cash ma ECG for. Nemum kotua Emma Bank. Utia eko ECG accounts mu directly ebia what Bank of Ghana. In that case, you no need a middleman na utia sikane mana. Sikane mu ni swa no asate ni chobo. No wie na was say transfer more was twa ni chobo. And no na Hubtel issue no we were complaining. And who brought it? Nana Jantuah, Dr. Bawumia, Ken Oforiatta. They agreed upon it. And that is why I read say we have.
Now I'm not disputing that fact. Say sika no a enyunu ye no a ye hwese 1% ko ha 0.95%.
Okay, wow, we calculation.
0.95%.
Calculation mami. 800 million. And so be in a commission of 0.9. With the enya so
800 million. 1.95.
Mo amonye calculation mami.
But 1% ne de. How to say nya ne de.
Ni nyina ye ntie. Ntie na ye ka ho asem no.
Ti 1.95%.
1.95 800 million now would 1.95% as commission because I had the better too.
So 800 million. So we get 1.5 million.
1.5
say 1.56 million.
1.56 million. In THS, Hubtel, 800 million. Unyamfaso 1.5, which is 15 billion. 15 billion. Say Hubtel. Yes, I transfer new year now. What's in the commission? The transactions now
1.5 million.
Sikana wajino sanya 1.5, which is 15 billion old currency, and that was some of us were saying. Say 15 billion. No, here say Hubtel nenye. Ubetimi si akronfo no mo ECG no kwan. Na say sikana nkogu o accounts mu direct.
Nana, yen separate here the not from the strategy that was put in place. Strategy is a perfect strategy to revamp the ECG power up now. yɛde sika no, which is a technological way. Bi na now can say school admissions na manfo di sika won che no. The idea was good, but yenim de asie ebi na unim say Ministry of Health de ya wo mo ka sa limbs ne sa no manoma ebi abaya and the minister so watwa mo kofa different GH link we say hwan bi di aba ebo mo de aye records for hospital no similar thing and ekosui. Nana, these things were ideologized to say you best solve problems. Yeah, they best solve problems because loopholes no. Since 2005, I've been corrected. So even 2005, and as our SMSGH no, which is Hubtel rebranding in 2017. But software we we ECG for our aboka. There have been managers, there have been MDs who have been appointed over time, and these things are going on. Since the Hubtel buy, we saw that apart from contract noa, omudi trisikano, yemfanesa. Every Ghana for yanye contract ye by Nana Jantuah and Bawumia said you can was yemfen untunche contract na anko ye no. Their presence, the idea, the technology no mudi be munu a mudi revampo app no showed much appreciation. Ewo revenues and ECG making mu. Eche will say it was a positive step, but just that all negotiations in the contract no mo koye no. And one way or the other, Hubtel no mum abedi di o mine no.
Bring the Hubtel so that we move on quickly because I have to say other thing. Bring it, let's understand this. Do you think say multimedia?
Yeah.
It will make sense. Nyansa bebe mu say multimedia. Yewo Ales. Yewo Edna. Yewo Ajua. Omu no mujiji sikama Love FM ni Nhyira FM wa ha. Se sikane wo so muji no mu ntimi njia. You think say wise enough say you be create another company. Say company munyi sika na mo ba maji commission. And now say you will decide to clear sanko for me and saying and bring competent people to collect the money.
Nana, two phases. Ejina say what try be before. What try be before? Say what the nkrofo aba abeye. You've had workers or employees of that caliber. Edwoma you 2 or 3 times and it's still failing. Then you don't repeat the same thing. They're okay. If I have competent people, I feel that they have performed in certain areas of the same year. I have revenue or my year. But who said no more year Juma will be, let's take like Absa Bank and no more revenue and no more year company in the then based on their performance somewhere, no. Meet me akasa when I try them at multimedia, ebeye to meet me adiji sika ye dia mai.
Okay, so here's where I have a challenge. And the challenge is that because we don't want to dwell so much on Hubtel. The challenge is that me a manager na me and me BCU me kwesichu na me bana why sir I'll fire you. Do you know why? Because se me bana ye Alex no mo also muji sika no munye incompetent. Me Alex modi. Then I'll go and bring somebody to replace Alex to do that kind of job. I
don't forge it. Then I make us say, who say Obi
because you hear ska
Obi perform or baby at me. But ECG
okay. Senka Hubtel for instead of 2 billion, and I Hubtel for Timmy JJ be a 2.5 billion. I will not have a problem.
Yeah.
And you because Hubtel buy 2 billion a month no. Omutimi JJ 2.5 billion. Enti so mudika. But Hubtel buy Omutimi crown reach 1 million.
And I'm saying that almost target no more meeting is another case to talk about.
So it means that what you brought in to save the case did not save the case.
By this time, no, Obi and Walker say Hubtel should stay or they are staying.
No, I'm not saying you are
based
saying
on
that. I'm just
not
saying,
meeting their target.
We brought Hubtel to solve the problem of 2 billion a month. Hubtel comes in and then it improved marginally to 800 million. The target has not been met, and yet they were taken in commission. And then a mentor contract and they say Hubtel so Obama. I was what 2 billion, mammy. So would you lesser or commission 0.1? So would you more than 2 billion or commission maybe 1%?
Nana see at Ghana a leadership style.
Okay.
So the problem boils down to leadership. You sign contract at the edition minerals cry you can go there you tree oil a tree. You see how they've signed the contract. Saying you percentage saying you free oil them. So it's telling you say client first to sign a contract. If you have anything to say about client first why you sign a contract. But their presence for ECG, my problem with ECG is say bringing in a different face to have done the work, very important. That one, the decision was perfect. But Hubtel now buy and when Timia meeting the target is another thing to talk about because the ECG has been there since 2001, 2002, 2003. They been so more introduces that Hubtel ever 2017 and SMSGH. Now ECG was making losses. They've tried to change MDs. They were doing
so. Why is it that John Mahama Bay? John Mahama Bay, what he has done? John Mahama Bay, government, or the KPIs.
But ECG was failing his first time.
Have you realized
his first time? It's a new decision.
No, yeah, that is leadership.
And I cannot say that it boils down to leadership.
So
the same page.
The point is that John Mahama Bay, I want to say, Yankofo BM free, the same ECG, but the only thing is alignment. What do? That is the strategy John Mahama far. Right now, there's no challenge.
But still. That software, that technology that was introduced, and when you use
it has been reviewed. The problem is,
but before it wasn't there.
Two things.
Yeah.
Ubetimi the Hubtel abem. But ubetimi a catch red Hubtel say, your target you 2 billion. When Timmy and Jejia, o commission you say.
Yeah.
Say 2 billion na o commission you say.
With the analogy that you were bringing out, what I would have expected in say. And can you try Hubtel mu? You trust our power up them. You year free. Then we bring good managers, good personnel. Near do because them they can collect well, they can do well. And you cut through the normal stream. No, near who say technology ne buy no. You jai you sukra that we will say a new extraordinary thing. And maybe I don't Mahama Diaba, but we are still going on with the power up. And one you used to say man for the transaction, man for the but the contract is something that has been reviewed.
There's nothing wrong with the power up. Me a president and me ba Hubtel me we are ECG for no matter what is can me you medi. Then I bring different people. Umetimi aye say adwuma.
Any abrofo na do mbade.
No, any abrofo the same thing. They Ghana for
before na say bet na ho. Ekwa ma containers yire.
And I'm saying
Nana
the same thing you can do it. No problem. What I'm saying is that the same thing you can do it. Share Metro Mass Transit. What is happening? What do I say? Why is VIP flourishing? Why is 2M Express flourishing? And you're the same people.
Because VIP private companies they make sure say one hour forward it is a multimedia private yenim said the GBC echo because you say I don't know government the way any partner managing no cry different
good
because now you know they bum cry corruption but private entity they know say accountability BBI Juma you get it it's because the problem is leadership with the ECG you appointing MD which is a government awaba enkrofo edi omuram obi epadwuma ye wa ban awaba mu nti oye bibia oni sama ban na wo so no ma bibire ho mo ya they don't talk about it etiebe wiase na sika na enwuna wie so it's not about say changing the people. Here's all the technology be a beboa, and that is what they did.
So you empowered.
I be human face no be brain no film, and it helped because you microphone here come on baila nana bills are near the common no bill chuchu near the common but the kokutua no matter so
e can say e wo ho aban bi baaye no wajai wetimi stop it. So the problem is not about odefo froba, the problem is the people. So when you are a leader, what do? Me buy akuku ediska. Me so odi akuku atena ho, ba me ma onjiji sika ni bi. Me yi wadi. Na me de obi pa ba be hye wo akuku anan. Na watimi aye na sa sika na ka mehwere no no. Me de ni papa pa ba be gigi sa sika no. Na ye ma so obi nti bi na sika na ye nyanya bi no. Ote anu ate ni commission. Wodi de nti na nkofo so e-levy ho. Odi ase. De na no musu ni say ye tew. Na yetu kra na yehu de ye. That is why Ghanaians were crying. So the point is that Hubtel buy no or Jinisika. I was say ECG 2 billion na onya, and these are facts according to ASF reports.
And Nana, do you agree to the fact say Ghana, one of the recommendations are now experts capable to fight corruption was to avoid human contacts or especially normal bibremu. And that is why technology we introduce amaya to technology ebu atria no online uye way online you do everything and those things human interface no eswa ema corruption ne kofem and bringing people like Ghana and all the all kind of ideal situation. I understand you perfectly, but in Ghana, in Ghana no say some of these things you introduce and Nana Jantuah. Ni ube for na bet na ubia. Ye ni CEOs unko for bet na juma. They do the same thing.
Make create public Hubtel nibi.
Yeah, can DVLA ni upon all the efforts he's putting in, say the background, still go to the DVLA and see.
I am just saying, say so me buy make create public Hubtel nibi.
Okay.
Na wajiji sikano.
I know the
private Hubtel. Enyo no ano.
And the metewase.
Basically, no school fees. Yes, a bank in the most of the banks, you know.
I know that idea.
What is will be a simple.
Nipan the audience will be.
Ma many Denis Miracle Abuajin Kasa Kasama Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.